Hello everyone and welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. We have explored the cathedral in the last parts. And we have finally surfaced once again and discovered that there would be another optional tomb nearby. At the moment, I'm not seeing it any longer on the map, but I believe it was pretty close, so somewhere around this point I would say. Perhaps it will be on the map once again if we move a bit to this side. There it is. Now who? Oh, it's a friend. So the map has now revealed the challenge tomb, which should be just up ahead. But perhaps we can talk to this guy.
Lara, glad to see you're still with us. The invaders are spread all over the valley, but we're pushing back where we can. If you can lend a hand, you're always welcome. We know we can trust you.
Alright, so would that mean more optional missions, perhaps? Kind of sounds like it. So I'm thinking we probably need to cross this with the special equipment, or perhaps just swinging off the tree branch would work. Let's give it a go. So that would be my aim for this episode, to try and complete or get as far as possible into this optional tomb, which we seem to have paused. Let's go back. Perhaps we do need to drop. Looked like quite the drop, but she survived. So let's figure this one out. If we turn just to here. Okay, perhaps, yeah, like this. So below us seems like the only real option. But how would we get there? There is a zip line. That seems viable. Let's try it out. And let's run back. And that does seem, or looks like, a cave. Perhaps we should reconsider. Oh, yeah, forgot the middle mouse button fires it. How do we switch it again? Oh, the weapon type. Something like this, right? So, if I remember correctly, they don't like poison, so let's give that one a go. That doesn't seem too healthy. At least it's running once again. The poison arrows didn't affect it at all, seemingly. That's kind of odd. Let's try the shotgun. How come this bear is so much tougher than the other one? The other one went down in like, what, 2 poison arrows and a couple more normal ones? What is this all about? So might he be the protector of this optional tomb then? Let's see. Is there any treasure here? Doesn't look like much. Couple of resources, nothing more. But this wall we can crack to our left is probably it. And by it I mean the entrance. Now we have the rebreather, this shouldn't be an issue, right? So perhaps if you could access this one before you got the rebreather, it would be quite a bit more challenging. So we still haven't discovered the name, but soon enough. Perhaps once we pass through this part. Water, so perhaps another puzzle. Or we need to time something. So it's a pattern, the outer two and then the middle one. Luckily for us, the spots are marked quite clearly. Probably because of some type of erosion. The Whirlpool Sanctuary. These are quite identical. This one is mirrored. Depicts some type of guard, perhaps.
A scroll case inlaid with ivory and gems.
Scroll case, time of adaptation.
Interesting. It's been altered with this rough strap of leather and it's been used to store plants.
There was some sort of, ticking as we were searching for the clue, so I guess that is the indicator if you're close or not. 3 skill points. That's quite a few. So we still have quite a lot of skills to master. But I guess we already got the most useful ones. Challenge objects sounds good. And increase the detonation radius, why not? So we have Arrow Climber, for which we need a broadhead climbing arrow. I guess this is unlocked later on. Pistol or a rifle expert. Still available. Well, the dodge counter, not sure about it. Less damage from explosions and fire, not that useful. Let's quickly pick one. let's go with pistol experts. And let's get on with it. Sneaky trap, I must say. There is a box here.
An ivory jar.
An ivory
It looks
jar.
like it was carved from a single.
So a lower level and an upper one. The lower seems to be blocked, so let's explore the upper one first. Another scroll.
The dead choke the rivers.
The
Our
aftermath.
children's blood is spilled on the valley floor.
Oh, some salvage, which we are apparently full on, so no need.
It's a bathhouse.
The Baths of Kitezh, if I remember correctly. Doesn't look good down there. Perhaps we can use this as a diving board.
Is it flooding?
And another boat, so now we just gotta remember to use the
Must be
crank.
a way to get in there.
That is indeed our objective. Looks like the sort of tablet we each time learn a skill from. But how? Let's swim around a bit before trying to find what the boat is doing here.
So many dead. What happened here? No sign of other violence.
Well, perhaps it was a disease rather than violence. So I guess if we can get the boat to the middle here, we can pull it to either side and scramble to this wall, or perhaps this wall. Guessing it's not possible from here because we can't jump. Alright, I see the options. Let's see, can we get the boat to move though from this point? So this turns it, so we gotta connect it probably to the furthest one. And then give it a spin. And once we're at the middle, perhaps just a bit more to this side, and then we make an attempt at a jump here. Wow, that was probably one of the most awful jumps I have ever seen. Isn't this jumpable? Or is this the way out, perhaps? So this is the maximum distance we can do. Thinking it's not jumpable or climbable, seeing as she doesn't grab hold. Let's try the other side. Those markers looked like a hit, but I guess not. So this is part B then. Seems to be a spool below the water level. Is it pullable, or what do we do with this piece? Looks like we can't dive any lower, which I find really odd, as it seems possible to pass through this gate, which is partly broken. Guess it's not an option. So let's try from this side then. Once it hits the water, it's a no-go. Okay. So this drains the water. And probably when we release it, it's going back.
Damn. It's not gonna stay. Must be some way of keeping it in place.
Yeah, probably running as fast as we can and then doing this, I suppose.
Yes.
Quite easy. Just needed to be a bit faster than the water could flow back in. So now we can pass through here and go back to the boat. So this looks the same. But where is the other part of the rope? But this is indeed the outer wall we couldn't climb onto. So let's just try it out at first and let's pull this one back. This lowers it by quite a bit. Does it reveal anything? Not really. We have to connect it to something somehow. And this seems to be blocking. Could we get the boat in here? Maybe not in, but close enough. So let's see, how close could this boat get? When the water drains, I guess it could be possible. Not 100% sure, but let's try it out. So pulling it back. First we let it drain. That seems to be the max. And then... oh, missed this one. And now they are connected. Although... not sure how this helps. If we pull it, does it stay put? It doesn't, okay. What is this actually doing here? Are we supposed to do anything with this? So it doesn't look like this is working. The boat hasn't got enough weight to it. So we will need to find another way to keep the mechanism in place, which I'm sure we'll find in the next part. Thank you very much for watching, and I do hope you will join me again in the next episode. Hey there, I would really appreciate it if you could just click that subscribe button. That would help me out a ton. Also, let me know what you think of the video. What was good, what was bad, tell me in the comments below. Alright, that's all. Show's over. See you in the next one.